Thank you for stopping by the channel. Please take the time to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. In one of the most stunning upsets in recent boxing history, Mexico's Armando Resendiz delivered a performance that will echo through the middleweight division for years to come. Against the odds, and in front of a crowd that expected to witness Caleb Plant's triumphant return to title contention, Resendiz walked away with a hard-earned split-decision victory. This unexpected result not only derailed Plant's immediate plans for a world title shot, but also propelled Resendiz from a fringe contender to a serious player in the 168-pound division. The backdrop, a fight framed by high stakes. For Caleb Sweethands Plant, now 23-3, 13 KOs, this bout was meant to be a statement. After suffering a punishing knockout loss to David Benavidez in 2023, the former IBF super middleweight champion took a lengthy hiatus to regroup mentally and physically. Saturday night was supposed to mark his return, a refined, smarter version of the slick boxer puncher who once dazzled fans with his defense and crisp combinations. His opponent, Armando Resendiz, now 16-1, 12 KOs, was viewed by many as a respectable but beatable stepping stone. A rugged pressure fighter with a growing fan base in Mexico, Resendiz had impressed in spurts but was largely untested against elite-level opposition. Few expected him to match Plant's skill set. Fewer still believed he could win a decision against a fighter of Plant's stature. And yet, from the opening bell to the final round, Resendiz defied the script. Round by round, grit versus guile. Round 1 to 4, the fight opened with Plant doing what he does best, establishing distance, snapping his jab, and working the body. His footwork appeared sharp, and he slipped Resendiz's early charges with relative ease. At ringside, analysts nodded approvingly as Plant banked the first few rounds behind clean, economical boxing. But Resendiz wasn't there to be a sparring partner. By round 3, he had begun to close the distance, forcing exchanges on the inside. In the fourth, he landed a looping right hand that staggered Plant, drawing a roar from the crowd. Though Plant regained composure quickly, the tone of the fight had shifted. Rounds 5 and 8. As the middle rounds unfolded, Resendiz's relentless pressure started to pay dividends. Plant, known for his stamina, looked increasingly uncomfortable in prolonged exchanges. While still landing the cleaner shots in spurts, he was spending more time on the ropes and less time dictating the pace. Resendiz, meanwhile, never stopped coming forward, hammering hooks to the body and short uppercuts that snapped Plant's head back. By the end of the 8th, the momentum was firmly with Resendiz. Fans and commentators alike sensed the makings of an upset. Rounds 9 to 12. With the fight hanging in the balance, both men dug deep. Plant rallied in the 9th and 10th, showcasing his experience and pedigree. He circled, reset his jab, and landed several crisp counters that momentarily halted Resendiz's charge. But Resendiz was undeterred. In the championship rounds, he surged forward once again, trapping Plant against the ropes and unloading flurries. While Plant's defense absorbed much of the punishment, he struggled to mount consistent offense in return. It was a classic contrast of styles, the finesse of Plant against the fury of Resendiz, and it would be left to the judges to determine which approach had won the night. The decision split shocking and significant. As the fighters stood center ring awaiting the decision, tension rippled through the arena. The scorecards read 115-113 for Plant,
116-112 for Resendiz, 115-113 for Resendiz.
The crowd erupted in disbelief, some cheering, others booing, and many simply stunned. Armando Resendiz, overcome with emotion, dropped to his knees and pointed to the sky. "This was for my country, for my people, and for everyone who ever doubted me," he said post-fight, his face marked by bruises and triumph. "They said I wasn't ready. Tonight, I proved I belong." Caleb Plant, gracious in defeat, acknowledged the Mexican warrior's effort. "He came to fight, no excuses," Plant said. "I thought I did enough early, but maybe I let it get too close. I'll regroup and come back stronger." Analysis: a career-changing night? For Plant, the loss is a devastating blow. At 32, and with 2 high-profile losses in his last 3 fights, the path back to a world title is murky at best. The Tennessee native remains a world-class talent, but questions about his durability and ability to deal with sustained pressure will now overshadow any comeback narrative. Resendiz, meanwhile, has gone from overlooked to unavoidable. With this win, he positions himself for a potential title eliminator or even a crack at one of the division's champions. His all-action style, iron chin, and relentless motor make him a fan favorite in the making, and a nightmare matchup for more technical fighters. The upset also shakes up the 168-pound landscape. With Canelo Alvarez still holding most of the belts, and contenders like David Benavidez and David Morrell circling, Resendiz has now injected fresh chaos into an already volatile division. What's next? For Armando Resendiz, options abound. A rematch with Plant would draw interest, though he may set his sights higher. Fights against the likes of John Ryder, Edgar Berlanga, or even Morrell could push him into a title shot by 2026. His team will no doubt explore opportunities to leverage this victory into something bigger and richer. For Caleb Plant, soul-searching is in order. A tune-up fight could help rebuild confidence, but the clock is ticking. If he's to make another run at the top, he'll need to adapt, possibly reconsider his training strategy, and prove that the hunger still burns. Final thoughts. Boxing remains the theater of the unexpected. Armando Resendiz's upset win over Caleb Plant is a reminder that heart, grit, and the will to win can still topple talent and reputation. On a night that was supposed to mark a rebirth, it was the underdog who rose, leaving fans to once again marvel at the beautiful unpredictability of the sport. One man's comeback story was rewritten. Another's legend just began.